I'm gonna have my camera off for a bit. I might have got distracted.
I'm
What about you, Lily?
That's my mind.
Haven't eaten.
I'm eating. Leave me alone.
Eat. That is fine.
Yeah, Tim.
I don't have food. Just kidding.
Oh, sad face.
Maybe I'll turn my camera on while I wait for delivery.
Lily is a shy eater.
I have food in the form of medication.
I just assumed that, just like people don't really want to watch Quincy eating, they don't want to see what I do to my food either.
Oh god, I tried to suppress that. Now it's back.
So, who remembers where we left off?
I do. Last we left off, Marcus saved everybody. Like, all the people. Wait, I'm not. This is a public one. I'm not facetious. Let's see. We all worked together, and we helped the townspeople. I'm sorry, the townspeople. The people that were with the delegate. I don't know what we call them at this point.
People of the town? Yeah.
They do hail from a town.
Escape from the evil monastery. No, the evil monastery's dungeon. Because I guess some of the monks legitimately didn't seem evil, but, you know, the people downstairs, they were really evil.
I'd also like to point out that at some point, one dude killed a different monk and tossed him down a stairwell after us. So there might be one slightly eviler than the others in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, and then we walked into a level 50 dungeon, and we were like, nobody got time for that. And then we just, like, turned around, you know. But the words in our heads, the Black Temple suddenly appeared in our head. We don't know why.
That's right. Nystro was pushed down into a cliff by a bunch of angry rock flappy birds. Caw. Yes.
I'm a bird.
So, it's counting. So, we ended. I feel like we ended on a "we'll see next week" question, but that's why I asked. I didn't actually write down the last sentence, but I could be thinking of maybe Saturday. But I thought this one ended on a "what is gonna," and I was like, "Well, we'll know next week." But I could be wrong. If y'all don't remember,
that was Saturday.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. So, that case, you did manage to find your way finally to the exit and reunited with little sapperlings popping out of armors and bro, there she is, bro. Yeah. So you're reunited with your companions, and you are herding like sheep a bunch of commoners and one dwarf named Brildinthar, who has been talking to you and kind of fed you a little information. Is he as a delegate from Mirabar?
Did we find the other delegate?
As I said last week, as I said a few hours ago, Mia.
Like,
the others were taken. Some were taken deeper. Some were carried off by the giant bird. I mostly care about me books.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting the books back.
It's terrible news.
Didn't he tell us that they pawned the books?
Their books were given to whoever transported us down the water as payment.
That's most troubling.
Do you know who transported you down the water?
I do not, I'm afraid. They looked like common miscreants, thugs, bandits. A ragtag group of keelboat operators. Did not get a name. No Davy, no Jones, no Locker. Don't know who they were.
tentacles for teeth.
I'm satisfied with the head shake. All right, my joke was a success.
Should we secure a jar of dirt?
Dirt, dirt, I got dirt, and guess what's inside it?
But he is gonna. Bruno Star's gonna look at you. Do you know how to be getting out of here?
I am assuming through the front door, unless, I don't know, one of you have a better idea?
Well, I mean, past the front door, of course. I don't know where I need to go. I don't know if it's any good for me to head to Summit Hall. But I know there are people behind me. Some from Red Arch, some from Desarin Valley, all over. I'm sure that they need to get home.
Well, perhaps we should make our way to one place first. And then from there we could disperse safely. Because I don't think it's safe for us to split up here.
I probably correct there.
What do you think, Racer?
I think loitering here for any length of time is a terrible idea. We've been here more than long enough.
Agreed. The more I look at some of those statues in the other room, the more I want to piss myself.
Charming.
You'll find that I'm full of surprises.
And pee.
Sure, they're all equally
Alright, so,
It
I
happens.
guess leaving the monastery is on your agenda. Is there any direction, any place that you would be aiming to go for? As we pull open the... The Desarin Valley, yeah. So, can you see the whole map?
Still loading.
Loading.
Yeah, not yet.
So if you remember, back on Roll20, I gave you a Google Pen token.
Yes.
Well, that melded into the map, so it's permanently on the map now. It is currently
Solid.
your location, the Sacred Stone Monastery, but it is not moving. I tried for like 10 minutes to get it to move before I realized what happened.
Did this happen as part of the import?
It did. Yes.
You might have to see if you can delete it from Roll20 and re-import.
I can just re-import the map at a later time too.
I think you two said the same thing.
So did we actually find out what happened to the other delegate? Or is he just MIA?
He's deeper.
There are multiple. He said there's some were carried down deeper into the mines, and one was carried away by a man on a giant bird.
Are we
That leaves us to the
outside the
option.
place?
Yes, y'all are outside the monastery. You just kind of like.
Do we want to try to find
I'd
the
like
other
to
delegates,
cast
or
a
do we want to go
spell.
back to town and tell everyone that they're all dead?
Well, we probably want to find the delegates, but we do want to concern ourselves with the safety of these people.
What spell are you wanting to cast, Paul?
I'm gonna cast Fine Steed.
All right.
Well, what did this guy with the bird look like?
I didn't get a good look at him, but he wore a blue cape, feathers around the mantle, and rode on a giant vulture.
Does that sound familiar to any of you guys? Just gonna look at everybody else.
Not to me.
Vaguely.
Giant
Horribly.
vulture, cape with feathers around the mantle.
Horribly.
No.
We've met some of that ilk
I rub
before.
the signet ring slightly.
Jahar will recount the tales of you of not friends, but he can't because he's not here.
Okay. As you rub that ring, Berlindathar looks at you. He grabs your hand. He pulls his face up close to it. I am a scholar of many things. I am observant. This is no mistake. This was on the hand of the men that attacked us in their keelboats.
And it's on yours now.
He has a much bigger hand than what was grabbing our folk.
It is a gift from a used-to-be friend.
Perhaps there could be other rings, yes? You say here a friend of yours. Perhaps.
Well, only temporarily. They attacked us on our way out.
Oh, aye. Well,
I think we've already killed half of them, though.
you're a
Gads.
quite a capable group of people.
I must agree. Even the fiery one that I feel like is going to go off at any moment.
She seems a tad explosive.
She does.
Can we see the water from here?
Yeah. Well, from where you're at, give me a nature check. Actually,
While he's doing the nature check, my character says, one could say she has
18.
a fiery temper.
you see like
Tons.
a valley-esque kind of formation through nature, enough that you walk up on the hill kind of maybe 80 foot or so ahead of you, and you look out and you see down the hill now, and in the valley you see a river flowing through.
And Marcus hears a crowd of people booing in the background.
And what?
After Marcus's comment, he hears a crowd of people booing in the background.
Yeah. Why?
I think we'd be better off by ourselves.
I'm funny, damn it.
Berlindothar's gonna look over at Raisa. Funny looking, hey.
Let's see.
Say, I'm funny looking, or they're funny
You could-
looking?
He's talking about Marcus.
Marcus.
And now Raisa is proving
Well,
everybody's
you know.
point. It's like, who's
No
gonna
one
get
said that
burned?
loud.
Who called me funny looking?
Is the water flowing north to south?
It is, yes. It
I
appears.
can't hear Raisa on my...
You might need to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
On Discord.
Control R.
That's a nice hotkey that I was not aware of.
Yeah.
That will be
Oh, well,
useful
it's
at some
not.
point.
You didn't know that either? I had no idea.
not.
That is good. I like hotkeys. All right.
Oh, it's my fault because we played on Eco. I muted.
Here you go. Here.
Right.
Hot keys in your area.
Gonna go back to the delegate and ask him. So, did you go downriver or upriver?
We come from upriver, and they brought us downriver.
I didn't see anything on the river or up or downriver from us.
With
Like
that
settlements
nature,
or boats.
with that nature check, and also with knowledge of that you actually saw this before you got into the monastery. You
She
oh yeah, she didn't. So with your nature check, you will have seen keel boat markings along the bank that looks like boats were pushed up and pulled back out. So they kind of go like this. Boats were pushed in and then pushed back out up on the bank.
But no active vessel movement or campsites along the river or anything like that. Okay.
No, not that you saw. No, none in the area.
Alright.
I finally found monastery music too. If you're listening to the watch together,
Oh, right.
AMSR.
as you leave the monastery,
ASMR.
it says abandoned monastery on the title of the track. But I don't know who that one monk that's in the background going, oh, yes. It's not that abandoned.
Maybe. Hopefully. Otherwise,
It's the
recording
ghost.
needs to get out of Dodge.
Could be a kobold.
So yeah.
Song's super quiet. Well, we could head upriver and maybe get lucky that they're camping along the riverside. Or it sounds like you guys have had a run-in with the others that took the other delegate at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, Nirsa pops up. She says something.
Hey,
What do you think, Nirsa? You've been awfully quiet.
I think. Okay. Here's what I think. Y'all ready for this? All right. Here's what I think. We know.
We're waiting.
Excuse you. So everybody but 2 people in this party know who took the other delegate. Now we came from there, and they're not friends with us anymore. Okay? I say, what we should do. I think we should bring these 20 or so randos that we have with us. I say we take them to a safe place.
Right.
We head back to Feathergale Spire, and then we kick some ass and find that other delegate.
And or resolve our misunderstanding.
This has been a word of wisdom with Nicera.
Wow, that is a lot of wisdom. So we're taking these quote-unquote randos where?
To a safe spot, wherever they need to go.
Okay. That sounds
Which
reasonable.
would be, and Amika turns to the delegate. Just to put Gup on the spot right as he gets back.
What was the question? Yes.
Where were they going? Where were the delegates going originally?
Originally, we were headed to Summit Hall.
Don't
Where
know what
is
that is.
Summit Hall?
Mentioned he might have been betrayed in Summit Hall too, though.
We were carrying a few things to Summit Hall. We had just left Beriard, and we were carrying the remains of a very noble knight to be buried beneath Summit Hall, and my books. Those were very, very important. I can't disclose that. However, there are very important books.
Yes, we get that. Where's Summit Hall?
I traveled down the road from south of Beriard, crossed the river, if I remember correctly, and a little bit to the east.
Can I roll to figure out where that is on the map? Or
You
can I get it for
pull
free?
out
Sounds like we're here.
your map. He's gonna give you a very brash kind of, because he doesn't really know exactly where on the map it is, as he's never been there. But he's gonna tell you it's gonna be in this general area, which is a very large general area. But he's kind of like somewhere around here, I think.
Perhaps we can make our way to Summit Hall first? Maybe that's a safe place.
Either way, Paul says as he wraps his shield.
He's gonna look back and at all the commoners, just kind of like, shaking. It's kind of cold. They're all in rags and stuff, and I do want to go to Summit Hall still. Yes, I think it may be best to take them home, but I don't know where a home is for all of them.
Yeah, peek around him. Where do you guys live?
I got a better way of doing this. Hold on. Raise your hand if you want to go to Beliard.
3 or 4, actually about 6 of them are gonna raise their hand.
This is not going to be as simple as I thought it would.
Shocking.
Where are the?
Red Larch?
Is it the other half of the group?
And another 6 raise their hand.
Oh boy.
And then that leaves...
Like 3, right? 2, 3,
4.
Question for the party. Like, and Nicer's gonna kind of like pull the party like slightly away from the NPC group, you know, so they can't really hear what she's saying. She's like, guys, why can't we just bring them all to Summit Hall, drop them off there, and tell them to find their own way home? Why do we gotta take them home ourselves?
Because we took responsibility for them when we decided to rescue
Rafe is
them.
going to turn to all the peasants in the delegate and
saved
be
their
like, "Who wants to go anywhere
lives."
that's not here?"
We already saved their lives. Like, I'm pretty sure they're grateful enough.
So,
I'm so hungry!
see that? See that? You hear him? He's hungry. So we just saved them from God knows what down there, and then all of a sudden we just let them go out, fending for themselves, right? Because the average person can fight against
Oh,
what?
but we're going to a town. They can get fed there.
Take them to the nearest bit of civilization.
Is Summit Hall even a town, or is it just a hall?
The other 4 are going to also like chime in during y'all's conversation and say, I'm from Womford.
What the heck's a Womford?
It's south of
12.
Red Larch.
Ah, yeah.
Those guys are screwed.
The people from Red Larch are gonna
Summit
look
Hall.
over and say, if we can go home from Womford too. But we'll go wherever. We're just happy to be out of there.
Well, why don't we make our
See,
way to
look.
Red Lodge?
Nicer's gonna look at Mark triumphantly, like, yeah, they're happy wherever they end up.
Alright, let's just find a middle ground here. Take a look on this map towards this place called Red Lodge, which I just realized I cannot ping in this game. I circle around where Red Lodge is. I say, so perhaps if we drop them off to Red Lodge, they can take the long road down south back to Womford or up north to Belliard.
Oh yeah.
I wanna go-
I can't show this. I'm sorry.
At least guide them to the safety of the road. There is less danger on the road than there is out in the wilderness. I believe all of us can agree on that.
There are very few highwaymen in the forest.
Mika's gonna turn to the delegate and be like, "Where were you when you got attacked?"
We were there at the delegation ambush site. They were in the middle of the wilderness. Oh, wait, you weren't there. You weren't there.
Mika
Sorry.
wasn't.
Who are you asking?
The delegate dude, where he was when they got attacked.
We were up the river, about most of our days traveled south of Belliard.
Were you on a road?
A path at least, yes. It is a road, technically.
Is it a dirt road? Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
there's an
yeah.
alternate road in this game.
Are there even that aren't?
No, there are
Yeah.
cities with paved roads, paved in cobblestone, but
Fire.
this in paved in fire wherever Racer goes. But yeah, no, this it was supposed to be a shortcut, kind of a quick way through the valley.
See, he took a shortcut. See what happens when you take shortcuts. You get ambushed and then stuffed in the locker of some monk.
I'll give
High
you a
school
shortcut.
all over again.
Oh, that's huge.
What's this?
That is Womford.
Is there a reason it looks different from the others?
Yes, because this was not created by the map. The other
Yeah,
ones are melded in.
Oh, okay.
There's,
right.
there's
It's
no
literally a
GM
black
layer.
hole.
Perfect.
The way it's looking, we're closer to Summit Hall than anything else. Also, I rolled a 12 for a history check. Is Summit Hall a town, or is it like a meeting hall?
Okay, you rolled a 12. Does anybody else want to get in on this action?
I sure do. Because I will ban.
Because depending on what I know, that will define what she says next.
Well,
Because unfamiliar with the area, so no.
Oh,
I'm kind of offended that Nystra with a -1 rolls a 12, and I have a +6 and roll a 14.
okay. With a 0, I just rolled a 15, so.
Okay. Well, Marcus,
Point still stands.
you are going to... Actually, Risa and Marcus, you are that's odd. It is a 13. So you are going to know that Summit Hall is a gathering place and training area for the Order of the Gauntlet. It is a small stronghold that sits kind of in the more southern region of the Sumber Hills, Desarin Valley.
Order of the Gauntlet, you say? Well, I can say I have never been so happy to hear those paladin... Sorry, yes, let us go there. I believe it should be safe.
Oh, so it's safe now, huh?
Well, you see, I had to explain to you why it's safe. You see... Never mind, I'm not going to do that.
Mika's just going to look at Nicer and be like, nah.
No. I
There's
think
too
I know.
many
I should
females.
not finish that. He can feel me glaring at him through the computer. Like he can.
Like I look around and I realize how many females are in the group, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put the mansplaining weapon away. That got scary. Okay, I stopped.
I think the women are all in agreement. We're not going to the Order of the Gauntlet stronghold now.
Well, to be fair, Marcus did not mansplain it, so I think it's okay.
I am kidding, of course.
Someone
Yes.
other than Marcus can explain why it's a good idea.
I vote East regardless of what I know.
I think that we should go to Summit Hall, especially since now that we know it's like a training place, so there's obviously like a bunch of strong people that can protect these randos. I think we should bring them to Summit Hall, and if some of them are not content with staying there and insist that we take them home, we can take them to Womford.
So these Gauntlet people, are they protectors of the weak?
Yes, they are. They are a group of super happy fun time people. Yes. Very serious people.
Do they use shields?
Well, I'm surprised you're not familiar with them, Paul. Aren't you a paladin?
I'm very unaware of these parts away from home.
Oh, well, they're all over. Typically, they're a group of, happy... I mean, everybody knows of the Order of the Gauntlet. They're a group of paladins and clerics and people who do nothing but good. I mean, they're there to save the weak when so on and so forth,
Nystra doesn't know about the Order of the Gauntlet.
Sound exactly like the kind of people that would take in a bunch of stranded townsfolk that are in need of help.
And at this point, you see a couple of them like
me as always.
he's scrounging through bushes, foraging for berries and stuff they're trying to eat.
See, they're already trying to kill themselves.
One more spell slot, and I could summon 45 pounds of bacon.
Jesus.
But I would offer my horse to
To eat?
for the two most frail people to ride on.
Oh, I thought you...
If they're extra frail,
They're
there
so
could be a
hungry
third.
eating my horse. Okay.
No, it provides very little bacon.
You have my axe and my bow and my horse.
My horse bacon. Yeah, Yeah, there is a couple on there that will definitely take you up on that offer, as there's actually about 4, and 2 of them push the other 2 kind of out of the way to get this older lady up on the back of the horse first.
Where are we now, Gup? Are we still at the monastery?
You are traveling kind of towards the river-ish, very, very slowly, talking and figuring out what you're going to do as commoners are foraging through berries, popping squats in the woods and kind of getting the lay of the land, as y'all have not quite decided where you are going yet.
Worst camping trip ever.
You literally see a commoner shitting in the woods.
Going to have to burn out my own eyes.
But he's got a big smile on his face. So happy it's not. He's so happy it's not a cave corner.
Yeah, he doesn't have to sleep near it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I assume we're making our way slowly towards Summit Hall.
Okay. With that history check, you knew where it was. However, give me a survival check to whoever is leading.
I'll lead for the sake of survival. I am a ranger.
You did also know where it was at, so that'll be good.
Ooh.
22. All right. You managed to make your way down the
Nice.
kind of hill area, relatively unscathed. A few thickets here and there, but nobody really is getting caught up in any of it. You do come across, at this point, you come up to the river. You see it's flowing steadily south, north to south. You see those keelboat markings. And you see some fish hopping through the river, relatively uneventful. The river is wide and relatively deep. How do you propose you cross said river?
Oh.
Make a bridge of peasants.
As a joke, as a player, this is me joking. Does anyone have the spell Yeet the Dwarf?
I feel like Race is about to start welding commoners together.
He's not against the idea.
This river's likely to be taller than I.
How wide how wide are we calling this river?
Babe, it looks like it's pretty fucking wide.
Call me babe again and I will literally set you on fire.
Oh, chill, just good vibes. Sorry.
He said vibes. Kill him.
Amika is gonna say a little quietly to Raisa. It's like Phil can't help it. He's a little slow.
Yeah, he seems a bit special. Not in a fun way.
She's gonna say, "Hey Phil, turn around," and then she's gonna say to Raisa, "But look at that ass."
Oh man. Sex man slave.
As one butt cheek shakes and kind of jiggles. Just one half of one butt cheek. Or one half of one butt.
Just looks at me, like he's finally understanding a little better. Sort of, okay, yeah.
It doesn't look like Warhorse can swim very well, huh?
You can try.
What kind of save would you even use against the current?
Survival and animal handling, I think. A mix of the two.
How wide is this river, like feet wise?
It does look to be about 30 foot, maybe wide, 30, 40 foot wide.
Okay, I have an idea.
Go on.
Oh,
I have rope.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be maybe about judging to that, like a quarter mile wide.
There's a vast difference between those two numbers.
Yes, it is.
Gup, For real, how wide is
The
this
difference
river?
is 30
Yeah.
feet and about 1,200 feet.
Where you're at, about an eighth of a mile wide.
Which is what in feet?
Why
I'm very tired.
Why you ask me these questions like math is something I'm good at?
About 650 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else has fucking rope?
Well, not that much.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think all of us have 50 probably.
Yeah,
Well, when he
Not
said
Amika.
30 feet and you said you had rope, I actually had a really good idea, and then
I know.
screwed it.
I
No,
don't-
I was gonna start off with I have rope, I have a javelin. Let me throw the rope
Well,
with my
Ugh.
But
javelin.
when he said 30
I mean-
feet, I thought, I have Misty Step. I can teleport across that.
Raisa,
That doesn't help the rest of us.
This
Raisa.
is a thick
I
boy
can
river.
take the rope, though.
Raisa, perhaps you can use your magic?
I mean, are you suggesting I evaporate the river?
I am suggesting you freeze the river. I mean, you are capable of using spells other than fire, correct?
I
No.
am. Are you suggesting that I can freeze this much water?
I mean, I don't know. You're the expert. That's why I'm asking you.
Let me.
Burn the earth.
Player to DM, can I freeze this much?
I'm looking up some stuff here. Oh, okay.
Uh,
I was
I'm
like-
still
thought
a
of that, I
little
thought that would be
salty that I'm
insane.
like,
I
then I'm
wanted.
like, how wide's the river? 30 feet. I have rope. Actually,
I wanted to get real technical here about the because this is the actual map and it's actually ruled out in feet. And I wanted to compare this river to see how wide that is compared to the Amazon. And okay, that seems much more fair because the Amazon is up to 6 miles wide.
Yeah.
So it's not Amazon River size. But as far as freezing that, you don't think that you would probably be able to accomplish that?
Marcus, do you have any idea the sort of power it would take to freeze this much water?
No, I don't use magic. That's why I'm asking you. Aren't you some wizard?
Mika's gonna.
I
while
am.
they're
I'm not
arguing
a
with
daughter.
while they're arguing with each other, Mika's gonna pull out her flute
Though
and
opinions
start
on that matter differ.
playing a little song in a ritual casting unseen serpent.
Okay, I'm gonna look for an animal gup.
Okay, yeah, the Mississippi River even gets as wide as, like 8 miles. So, okay, I don't feel like such a dick by saying that.
no,
Yeah, no.
can legitimately be
yeah.
wide.
Okay.
I am going to find a ground-based animal around here.
Well, you see a horse with an old woman on it.
A horse.
It could have
local,
2 old women, by the way.
a local animal.
Give me a nature check.
Or maybe if Marcus knows where it's the thinnest, or, across.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the thinnest part of this river. If I could see it or
That
find
will-
it.
I've got a plan. Let me try and see if I can go through with it. Are you sure it wouldn't be survival to track an animal?
Well, you're okay to track you don't. Give me a survival check to see if you see any tracks. Because as far as your nature checks you don't see anything around except for the bank.
Uh-huh.
And a survival is gonna net you some really old prints going back in the direction towards the monastery, and they look like they might be paw prints of maybe a dog.
Okay, are there any birds nearby?
Do you hear?
I do. Where are they? Where do I see them at?
In the trees, you see a couple of what might be birds, or they could be sticks.
Yeah, I got a 20 survival. I can find some birds.
You see a cardinal, red-chested as could be.
Okay, in that case, I am going to use my new Tasha's ability for my primeval awareness, which is speak with animals. And I am going to ask the bird if there is any easy way to cross the river, like there are any land formations.
And let's see, and it is able to speak to you as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Communicate with beasts. Yes. Okay. What's this to you? Sure. Just fly.
Well, no, I'm asking if there's, I asked him if there's anywhere nearby that I can use to cross on foot, which it should be able to tell me since it's information based on nearby locations.
It says to you, well, I don't know for sure, but I see people going down south. The people on the boats. They have to go one way or another. Or you can fly.
Unfortunately, my friend, that is not an option. So I suggest I go over back to Amika, because Amika hasn't threatened to burn me yet. And I'm going to be like, well, there's a boat going down south. Perhaps Wormford presents some opportunities to cross the river.
I mean, I was just gonna... Amika's gonna look around. Alright, is anyone in our party visibly wearing equipment, like, that would somewhat resemble an axe or a hatchet or something like that?
Paul?
Oh, I guess I can
Yeah,
just type it. I can just say, I have a hand axe.
Okay, yeah,
I do too. I have a hand axe as well.
Perfect. Amika's just gonna be like, I was gonna make Jim and the boys just build a raft.
I mean...
Oh, what?
All right.
Well,
A rave? Oh, we could do that. Let's build a rave, Barney. Oh.
No,
I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to hand him an axe.
You and me both.
Give it to him, Paul. Worst case scenario, he'll hurt himself.
The only axe I wear is on my body.
worst case scenario or best case?
The two things are not mutually exclusive.
She's gonna turn to, I believe, Brad. Yeah, because he would be they call him Major Domo, so he's like the smart one of the group. The de facto leader. And she's gonna be like, Brad, you can put together some sort of makeshift raft if we have wood and rope, right?
Oh, I got wood.
Yes, it would probably take me a while.
See? Problem solved.
As he flourishes back these long, black, curly locks. Yes, I do believe so, but it would probably take a while. Yes. See.
Guppa's having way too much fun with this.
I know. The best part is we're stuck with these NPCs forever, guys.
Up until now, you've only asked for Phil and Barney. But I'm very Gustavo.
Brad Gustav. I guess I never asked his last name. That's on me.
That is a task that would take a while. Quite a while. But
there's an unseen servant and 3 retainers. And at least 2 hand axes. How long do I guess it would take to build a raft?
The better
like
part,
a day?
a day at the minimum.
Okay, so
My 3 retainers could help with tying rope, but they're too small to try to cut a tree or anything. Also, it would be mortifying for them. Stay on plant golems.
No! 3 tiny little squeals.
Imagining there's like 3 dudes shirtless chopping down a tree and 3 little plant golems just screaming in horror.
I picture them as
Building a
their
raft,
little.
you have to carry the better part of 20 people, or what?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, and if you're trying to craft a raft big enough to carry all of you, it will... I mean, you're basically asking to make a boat. And that's...
Yeah.
Right, there's other people.
There's a lot of you, so...
It's either multiple trips or a big raft.
This.
With all these extra hands, we could probably just build a bridge within the year.
I imagine a bridge
the
would
Romans
probably
did it.
only take like a month if we were dedicated to it.
Well, a Roman legion did it overnight, but that was a few thousand people.
True. I mean, if we could find something to moor it to, we could probably relatively easy make a flotsam that moors to this end and functions more or less like a floating bridge. It's not like it needs to be a permanent fixture or anything.
Upstream
Are there any
in the
trees
mountain.
near the bank?
Trees near
Sorry.
the bank. Give me an investigation check, and explain to me exactly how well are you looking. Like how far up and down the bank are you willing
just-
to go to look?
Just like we're at the bank now, right?
You are.
I'm just
yeah.
looking in both directions.
You
She's
just-
not actually going to go exploring for it.
I mean, you
She'd
see
make the-
small sporadic trees here and there. There's not a whole lot
Okay.
and there's no really big thick forest around.
So we're making a raft. How detrimental would it be? Like, would Nysra do more harm than good if she started smashing some trees down with her warhammer?
I'm going to go on a limb and say the trees aren't going to be in the best of shape.
Yeah, I don't think bludgeoning works that way either.
Hey,
I mean,
if she's strong enough, she could probably knock down a tree
you
or
could
two.
probably knock down a tree with a hammer if you wanted to make paper.
That should have chopped down a tree.
A pile of logs from Amika's retainers, and a pile of mulch from
Oh gosh.
Nysra.
We could also
You can use it to
travel
cement
back
it
up,
together. It's fine.
travel back up a little bit, and try to roll stones from the mountain into the river. She
That would
might
be
be
a
more
lot of
helpful with
stones.
that.
Yeah, y'all have not been on a mountain. You have been on a hill.
Oh, well, that might not work.
I want to know how we crossed the river, or how Jahar and the group crossed the river from the delegation to ambush.
There
Uh,
you go.
It looks like there was a little bridge.
I was
There.
wondering that too.
Further up.
There you go, because there was.
Yeah, there's a little bridge.
Y'all did not take that bridge. Y'all walked. You don't actually remember because y'all were lost as shit. So I can't tell you that.
All was talking to trees.
He doesn't know that. He thought he was talking to the bird. The bird was just an asshole and didn't talk back.
Yeah, Marcus's bird knows a lot more than mine did.
I just want to use my new Tasha's ability.
So yes, y'all did. You do know that you crossed this river before, but you don't know where because you were lost as shit.
Amika doesn't.
Amika does not know. Nor does
Marcus.
Marcus.
She's also lost to shit, but
Nysra, Nysra is gonna travel. Shut up. Nysra is gonna travel upriver a little bit to see if there's a bridge or if the river gets smaller,
Okay.
like a lot smaller.
How long are you willing to walk north? Time.
That's a good question. Let's see.
What's wrong?
while she's doing that, Amika is going to turn to the dude that said he was from Womford and ask him, is there a way to cross this near Womford?
Oh, the Desarin River. There is there's a bridge going down the Cairn Road. Over by Womford. And then there's lots of fishermen along the river too. Most people take boats.
I feel like
Perfect.
he's
We
trying
won't
to
have to
tell us
build our
something.
own.
I get the
We
feeling he
need a
wants us to
boat.
build a boat.
Yeah.
Also, we could
Nitra
try to
probably
steal a boat.
Walk until she's like, I don't know if you can see where my thing is. It says it's like 4 miles up.
Yeah. So 4 miles.
That seems very far.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
She's tough. She can handle it.
Tough old bird.
It's gonna take you at a normal pace an hour there and an hour back.
Alright.
As she begins.
So Nitra's just missing from the party for 2 hours. Got it.
She walks off, and as you're walking, what do y'all have anything else you're doing, or is she walking while y'all are kind of just?
I'm assuming I'm walking off while they're doing whatever they're doing.
We're deforesting.
I am going to accompany her.
Would you have seen me leave if I'm leaving while they're all tearing down trees?
This would be like while you're talking to birds and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Well, hold on. Yes.
I don't think you would have seen me.
Gup, let me DM you why, Gup.
I guess Raysa and Mika are kind of just watching everyone work.
Yeah, Mika is not working.
Also, Paul.
Yeah, Paul's little plant things might be having an existential crisis.
It's like hiding them under a shield. But as
You said it'd be different this time.
I need to move this over here.
They've seen some shit.
I'll never be the same again.
Be that as it may, though, y'all were doing stuff as she was walking off, though. And however, though, you do see something while you walk off. You see, for one, it becomes much more. A little more narrow, and you see a natural-esque stone. A bridge that goes across. Looks like it's small enough for small boats to pass underneath, as if like a natural rock landed over and people have probably carved underneath it to allow access underneath. You also see 2 boats, 2 small keel boats parked along the bank.
Are they big enough to transport everybody?
It does not look like everybody could go on there, no, but it looks like you could fit maybe 8 or 9 people per boat.
Okay, so we could probably fit all the randos, and the party could just like walk across this bridge.
Call them randos.
I feel like Bakugo from My Hero when I call them randos.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He calls them all extras. So I'm gonna talk. Are the boats manned by anybody?
Give me an investigation check.
Can do.
Also, the first task the boys would have been set to is providing a source of shade and a comfortable seat for Mika and Risa. Then they could have gone to work on building the boat.
You notice that you see kind of off to the side a small, carefully banked cooking fire that's kind of smoldering in the middle of a very haphazard encampment. You see about half a dozen old tents and crates scattered around, and there are some racks in which pieces of smoked fish are curing. There are several fierce-looking human warriors hunkered down in front of their tents, tending to gear or quietly conversing. They are not but maybe 60 feet from their boat.
Okay, she's going to approach them.
Okay. Are you approaching bluntly? Are you walking straight up to them?
Yeah, but as she does, she'll be like, hey, what time of day is it? Is it morning, afternoon?
I need you to roll initiative.
Why?
As you approach,
I was trying to pleasantly greet them.
Lift up swords and axes at their side. And you notice that they are wearing blue and orange cloaks. They were tending to their gear, and they are fierce warrior-looking folk.
What assholes! Also, initiative. The thing was not made, so no active encounter.
There is now. Why is it not putting it on the list?
Hey, let me try it now.
I don't think we have tokens.
Selected. I can't select.
Oh, because you don't have
my
tokens.
character.
Because you don't have tokens.
I can't select my character.
Hang on. Hang on.
Have fun.
I think she can't select her character.
Why is that? That 10 is the best that I rolled. Why?
Let's see how this goes. Okay. Activate this. This is the line map I've got for this.
You can't.
So.
Loading.
I also need to. Let's see.
What's taking so long? There we go.
Santiago, patience.
Can y'all all see what's going on?
I have no patience.
I
see me. Oh, there we go.
Yes, I can see. She gonna wish she had Marcus.
Yep, there it goes.
There we go. Now
Let's
my
see.
initiative is good.
Was it an 18?
Yes, 18.15.
Oh, okay. Alright, so, as you approach, they pick up their arms and they begin to point their swords at you. One of the bandits comes around. Oh, no, not all of them. One of the bandits comes around 10, 15, 20, 25, and he kind of puts his hand between the more scraggly looking fellow with the beard, looking a little more. He's got more intricate armor. He's got a bandana around his head. He's got the longer beard. Kind of puts it in between. What do you want? What are you doing here? And he's pointing a sword directly at you.
Can I answer or no?
That's his turn. You can answer.
So me answering, would that be an action?
No.
Okay. She's gonna be like, I was just gonna ask if you guys could give some friends of mine a ride. Jesus. And
Jesus, you speak of.
she'll let that be her turn. Try to talk this out first.
Give me a persuasion check. The big,
oh no.
the big hulking, stronger, obviously alpha male of the group walks up. Let me see what. Okay, what's it in here? I think it's best you get out of here while you still can.
Out of curiosity, we didn't happen to get a long rest before that,
You did not.
No rages.
Great. Well, no, I have rages. I'm just not at full health.
Better get
Wait.
out of here.
You should be at full health.
No. I didn't rest. You healed her for a little bit, but she took a lot of
That's
damage.
right. You're right. Never mind.
Better get out of here while you still can, little lady. And he wiped some spit off of his mouth. Already did.
Ew. Ew.
And that's going to be his turn.
called you little.
I know.
And that's gonna go. It's on you.
Okay. She's very offended that this guy called her little, but she's trying to figure out whether or not it's worth it. How far away from this location was that smaller bit of river?
That was right by the boats, so that would be about 55 foot away. Yeah.
Okay. And how narrow was that part of river?
Maybe about half of what it was.
Which is what?
I don't like 300 foot.
Damn it. Okay, Nystra is gonna kind of be like, well, I see that y'all are busy. She's gonna look at the band captain and be like, don't, address someone by their height. Just a fair point in manners. And then she's gonna disengage and run away.
All right. As you begin to run away, you provoke an attack. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna look at you.
I know. I was about to say I disengaged.
You disengaged, yeah, but he's not swinging at you. As you begin to run away, look at her running, boys. Hey, may I ask you something? You seen any of them flying fuckers around?
She's gonna stop in her tracks. You don't like them either.
Oh, yes or no, lady?
Well, a couple friends of mine actually killed a couple of their members not too long ago.
Is that a yes or no, lady?
It's a yes. Fucking dumbass.
Go then. Get out of here.
Oh, I have a business proposal for you. And if you say no, I'll leave. Just, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Is he getting... Okay. So, clearly, you don't like the vulture people. Well, they're not exactly friendly with my party either. What do you say? You help us out, and then we will take care of those vulture people for you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh.
Ah.
I don't think so. But I think this once, if you pass by the river down here, we might not kill you and take everything you got. Only 'cause you said you killed some of the flying fuckers. But I ain't making no deals with no two-bit dwarf woman.
She's gonna ignore that because she does know she's not at full health. So it wouldn't be smart to fight like 6 of these guys. 5 of these guys. Jesus, math. So she's gonna be like, alright, so you said I could, cross the bridge. I have friends, and we have a bunch of randos that we need to get to a safe place. Are they free to pass? My party also helped kill several of these
Time's a ticking,
fuckers.
lady.
Yes or no? Can they cross with me?
Perhaps they can.
Okay. How much time are you gonna give me?
Less time than you had a few minutes ago.
All right. Just gonna make the executive decision.
Let's put it this way. We're cooking our food. We're eating. We're gonna clean up our armors. And then we're getting in our boats and going. It better be before we're getting to our boats and going, because me boys, they tend to like a good fight.
All right. Nicer's gonna run off. Thanks, man. She's gonna run off. Try to find her party, and she's gonna tell them everything that. Well, she's gonna give them the Cliff Note version of what
Give
just
me
happened.
a perception
And
check as well.
I am more than willing to give a Cliff Note version of what just happened.
You hear a collection of chortles and laughing as you run off, as they are all kind of like laughing and you see that one, she scamper off. And
If I was at full health, this guy's ass would be on the fucking ground. I swear to God.
where were we?
Such a dick.
Keep telling yourself that.
Excuse you? Heard you were talking shit.
Bear, poke bear.
All right.
Yeah.
So your guys have successfully chopped down one tree and are trimming its branches and stuff off.
All this time, and they have cut down
Paul's
one tree.
Paul's armor is quivering just a little bit from his little fellows. I imagine Race is growing a tad impatient, and you see Nicera just like booking it down running down the bank back towards you.
Guys.
Guys, well, I am
Guys.
one guy
Guys.
here, and I think Paul's a guy, but the rest of you are women.
Shut it! I don't want to hear it. I have a story. Okay, so there's these like kind of asshole-ish dudes about 4 miles down. They got a couple boats. They're making food, and they're gonna clean up their armor, and then they're gonna get the boats and goes. However, if we get there before they're finished doing that and get into their boats, they're gonna let us cross the bridge because I told them we killed a couple of those flying fuckers.
Oh.
So we gotta go
Hang
now.
on. There's a bridge.
Yes.
That's the important part. Why do we need a boat if there's a bridge?
That's what I'm saying. We can cross the bridge. We don't have to
Nope.
worry about the boats, but we gotta go now.
I'm thinking she's saying these men won't mess with us if we get there before they get to their boats.
Yes, they will not mess with us if we get there before they start piling into their boats.
Well,
Did you lose
are they not
your-
leaving on boats?
What now?
They're leaving on a boat, right?
Yes.
I imagine they're not taking the bridge with them. Does it matter if we get there now, or can we just show up after they've left?
I'm just saying that they basically gave me a free pass to go over their stupid bridge before they got on their boats. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Is
honey.
it there? Are they like trolls under the bridge?
She's gonna turn to Marcus. I'm sorry. You say it. You got something to say?
I mean, I don't suppose they're gonna sit there and wait on their boats by the bridge all day because you
don't
failed
know
to get
that.
them
I
across.
don't know that.
Oh, honey.
Trolls and wooden boats are both weak to firebolt, though.
Exactly what I was going to say. If they want to get in their boats and cause us problems, I have ways of dealing with that.
You have to
She is
understand.
gonna punch Marcus, by the way.
if both Paul and Racer rather are both suggesting something, it must be the logical solution.
I'm just saying I didn't want to fight them on my own because I am not fully healed right now. But however, if I had some people back me up, that would be a different story. If you guys want to kick their ass, I am more than willing. Those guys were assholes.
I mean,
I'm always up for setting assholes on fire.
wonder. I mean,
I was just
This is-
relaying to you what had just happened.
this is a forest, and only you, Raitha, can prevent forest fires.
Oh my god.
You say that as if I would want to.
Yes, that is what I'm afraid of.
So, Nitro was gone for like 2 hours, right?
She ran back, so about an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. Alright. What are the odds that Amika would have been able to convince some of the rando NPCs to be just like fanning her with branches and stuff to keep her cool?
Oh my god, this girl.
Give me a persuasion check.
14?
There's like one like maybe 16, 17-year-old boy just like
Okay. Good enough.
Like he's oddly strong at that motion for some reason.
you see one large forearm as he's fanning. And you see like Brad, like he just like decided to take a dip in the water, and he comes out and he just throws his hair back, and all the water's pouring down his washboard abs as he's walking back over and starts like hacking away at these limbs. You're welcome for that. You're welcome.
Fabio.
He says, "Yes, did you call him a name?" No. But yeah. So what do y'all what do y'all doing with this information that she gives you?
Sounds like we're gonna head for the bridge.
I'm imagining Nysera comes running back after this harrowing adventure on her own, and Raysa and Amika are sitting under a makeshift shade on like a little lounge area with a boy fanning them while there's 3 strong dudes half naked just doing work in front of them.
And I'm gonna look at Mika and say, how do you keep finding these people?
It's a curse.
They're pretty, but they're dumb.
Reverse harems, are those actual things? Anywho, I think we should take advantage of this bridge. Yeah, right. Reverse harems? Oh no, I avoid reverse harems. I had to be threatened to be made to watch Over in High School one day. Okay, won't go into that. Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, though, that show is hot.
All right, so what? And let's go up north. Do you,
Fine.
Oops. So
She didn't like do the like the like servant clap or whatever, you know? Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
Clean up, boys. We're
all-
going.
All the lights come on. No. And and he just starts. They kind of like wipe their sweat away. What about the tree?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
oh, Amika is literally the worst. These guys are gonna cut these trees, and then they're just like, we don't need them anymore.
You did cross a bridge at one time. I'm trying to see if there was a picture
I like-
of that. If y'all
I kind of like the
remember.
idea that Mika would tell them to bring it with us just in case we needed it.
No, she'll just make him cut down another one later.
Make the prisoners carry a tree while they follow us up through the hill.
Y'all are terrible.
We saved you, now amuse us.
Oh, man.
we finally get to the Order of the Gauntlet, and they're telling horror stories of us getting them there that are much worse than their time spent in the mines.
We were better off in the mines.
At least we had a corner to shit in.
And then this lady, she made me fan her. It's horrible.
Yeah, he does not look. That 16-year-old boy does not look sad about this. It's like tugging on his dad's burlap sack of a shirt. Dad. Because they're all still in burlap sacks. And you continue on up north. You do find ahead of you the 2 boats pulled up against the bank. You smell the smell of smoking fish, cooking fish.
It smells smelly.
Wafts fragrantly along the wind, and you see this natural stone bridge that looks as if it's been carved underneath to allow passage of small boats still along the river.
I fail a constitution check on the fish smell.
How did we miss this before?
It's a good hour walk north, you see. You walk about an hour north. So you haven't looked that far forward yet. You walk for about 4 miles.
All right. So we have our bridge, and I see no boats?
You see 2 boats. And give me, Paul, roll me a d20.
Oh boy.
I blame Nirsa.
Yes,
Nope.
1d20. Backslash roll and then 1d20. Okay. No. Yeah, so as you begin to kind of get and hurdle all these people over the bridge, this go ahead. This well-built, bearded, really rough-looking human man, and another human in much more elegant garments, much more flashy. Doesn't look like your typical kind of warrior thug-esque looking person. Walk up to the group, and you see a bunch of them in the back too, as they've got like some fish thrown over their shoulder. Who you think you are? Oh, it's the little one.
Yeah, I'm back.
The assholes, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah, I told her you could. I told her you could cross. It'd be okay as long as you pay the toll.
Oh, bullshit!
Excuse me, there's
The
no
toll
need to
involves
be afraid.
setting your hair on fire.
Toll involves you giving us 25 gold pieces, and then you can be on your merry little way. Won't harm my hair of that pretty red hair you got on your head.
Now, wait a second, good
They
sir.
make your skin boil. instead.
Is you?
Wait, there is no need to set these men on fire. Now listen.
There is every.
I motion to Horsey to let the old women off, and then he comes up and I mount him.
Now, you see here, these people have fought off some of the winged knights, I've been told, before. Surely, there's no need for us to fight. There are easier marks for you along the river, right?
Toll is a toll.
Actually, I don't mount him. I just step beside him.
And if you don't get your tolls, you don't get no rolls, right?
That sounds about right, yeah. But I tell you, the toll is normally 100 gold pieces. So I'm being quite generous with me dealings.
You didn't mention anything about a toll, you asshole.
Maybe you're too
She's
short.
feeling very brave with her friends now. She's feeling very
He kind of
brave.
looks over at the guy next to him. Maybe she's too short to hear my tall words.
Now, wait a minute now.
Oh, okay.
This person over here is known as the Burninator. Her magic has been known to set countrysides aflame. Burninating
The actual hell
countryside.
call me.
The one is next to the bearded man is going to put his hand on the shoulder. He's got this blue cloak over his head. He lowers this cloak. Burning the woods on fire, you say?
Well, no, not this countryside. A much farther countryside that you've never heard of. He burninates the countryside and burninates the people. She does. And you have to be very careful because...
He holds up his finger to you. Ma'am,
It's in my face.
how many of your friends are with you?
You talking to me or?
Yes.
Nice rush.
I know
Well, there's.
who you are.
Oh my god, is he the creepy guy from the beginning? Hello?
I actually can't remember the creepy guy. I'm sorry.
I remember there was this hooded guy in like the back.
Oh, that ran away.
Oh, I remember
Yes.
the guy that whispered to fuck, I can't remember my own character's name.
Elias.
Yeah, Elias. All I can remember is the guy that whispered to Elias about the milk.
Yeah.
You're
Do
gonna
I roll something to see if I recognize him, or
You can.
I mean, it's okay. I probably don't.
You don't recognize this guy. This is not somebody that y'all have encountered before. This is the first time you've seen somebody in this blue elegant clothing. So he's got this long cloak with a hood. It's very regal blue, and it's got an emblem on the back of it that you have never seen before. And he, at this point, he kind of leans over to one of the other guys standing around, and he says, and they begin to kind of walk off. And he says, "Ma'am, I know where you're from. You're from the Scarlet Moon Hall."
Is he saying that to Raisa?
Yes.
Ooh. Can I get a history check on that?
You can. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure. Ooh, okay, wow. I'm getting good with those today.
18. Let's see. You do know that. Let me give you accurate. That it is It used to be well known for being the abode of druids,
And Burninator.
of a kind of a commune of druids, a circle of druids, and that it's deep within Summer Hills somewhere, where the worst monsters are.
Are you a druid? Sorry, I will not interrupt the conversation.
You're
How did you
fiery.
know that I come from there?
I know much about you and your fiery friends, yes?
Oh, really?
Yes,
Do
really.
tell.
Perhaps I will, perhaps I won't. You don't seem to be in their company. You don't seem to don their emblem. De facto, are you?
You could say we had a disagreement.
This bodes well for you. Throck, let them go. But me, Throck, let them go. Right. On with it. Before I change me mind.
All right.
If it's appropriate in any way, I would like to go introduce myself to the blue guy. But if it's not,
no,
then I just follow.
He, as you kind of like approach him, he looks at you with this very holier than thou art kind of look. Like, yes, what? Can I help you?
I think we should be friends.
I'm sure you do. And he raises his cloak and he begins to walk away. As he walks away, you are going to see a symbol on his cloak. A symbol.
Oh god, it's another triangle.
It's a symbol! Where the fuck is the symbol?
Grayson's gonna be staring at him as he walks away, like she might be considering trying to set him on fire.
It's a symbol.
Racer,
Ah.
what in the 9 hells are you?
It is a triangle, but the so where the triangle meets in the point, it continues to go up. So it's like almost like a V with a triangle attached to the bottom. Let me draw you a really artistic picture.
No, Cup, no.
That.
Not like
Sorry.
this.
Where is it at? I want to see this.
It's on the map.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not Sean levels of bad.
No, and it's not a penis. So
So that's the other part.
I mean, if your penis looks like that, be a doctor immediately.
well,
I was like, I'm hearing like a triangle with a V attached to it. I'm like, oh god, he's gonna draw a penis.
It's like those sand timers, but you only can use them once.
yeah, as it pours it out to the ground.
Broken out of it.
I mean, I've heard of Minutemen, but that's ridiculous.
Puns.
For king and country.
Well, initiative. No, I'm just kidding. So what do y'all do as he tells Throck to let y'all pass? And
Marcus sees a good chance to walk away from a potentially dangerous situation, and he is going to like, all right, Raisa, let's go. Come on.
By the
One of
way,
those things you should-
Nicera is still seething at how much of an asshole this guy is.
you're gonna see the I guess bandits. You know them to be at this point. The bandits kind of backing away as a few of them have gathered around the backside of the people you were escorting.
Raisa, I owe you a drink. That, whatever in the 9 hells you are, that is impressive that you have that kind of intimidating presence.
I wouldn't say it's intimidating more so much as him knowing things he shouldn't. I'll always
Okay. Who? Okay, Lily, that's you.
Sorry.
That sound effect,
My
though.
microphone is loose. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's the sound of them like pushing their boats off the water, off the bank and stuff. Yeah. So, and y'all kind of begin to cross the bridge. As you,
I mean,
is that what's happening? Are y'all crossing the bridge?
yes, I was going to say, Raisa, I would not be unentertained if you burned their boats now that they're on them.
I stand by the entrance. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's just what she says. Tempting as that may be, and then she'll sort of follow the group along the bridge.
I stay at the entrance of the bridge until the prisoners are across, and then I follow, staying at the back of the group.
Okay. Give me no, you already did that roll. Yeah, no, you're good. Go across the bridge without any issues. You do cross into the other side of the Summer Hills, and you walk for a little ways, and you begin to recognize the area in which you are. You know that you are along the same path that you took. You are very close to the ambush that you had discovered. The broken carts and everything that you had discovered.
Wait. Did we go all the way up to the bridge, up to the northern side of the valley?
No. Y'all went
Oh.
to about here.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought we were further down, like here. Okay. I didn't know we had made it that far. Alright, yeah,
Yeah, y'all started
So-
about here.
so let's see, what are we doing now?
You were headed towards Summit Hall, if that's still your course of plan.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Was to go there and pop up our
what's the time of day, Gup?
Your time of day now, with when you left the monastery and all this, it's going to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
So you kind of begin walking forward as you recognize this area. You kind of skitter along the outside of the ambush area, not quite going to that location, and get yourself along the road. And at this point, Brunthar's going to say, "Hey, this is the trail. This is where we were going. This is the way. We can follow this trail. We can follow this trail down. What did they say?
Summit Hole?
Said, yes, I'm trying to think of... They said, you follow the trail to the river. You follow the river down. And then you travel... Yes, we're supposed to follow this trail. We're supposed to go down to the... Oh. To the riverbank. And then we're supposed to travel south.
Well, let us do that then.
Hey. You're going to be traveling for, let's see how long this is. From here to here. That's 8 miles. That's 2 hours. And then you are going to travel along the riverbank. Can I just block it? How did I do that before? Were you
Control and then you move. Yeah, control.
There we go. Okay, so you've got 16 miles to get there. Unless, give me a survival check. Somebody.
Cool.
21. You notice as you walk down the first 8 miles over the first 2 hours, and he kind of points to you on the map, and he's like, I hate to... But you worked so hard to get us across the river, and here we are again. The river is where we're needing to go. Should be a few hours walk this way. And you're like, no, we can take a shortcut. Look at this grass is kind of folded down. People have walked through here. You can tell where people kind of herd their sheep in this direction. And you begin to take a shortcut.
I saved us some time.
Did you though? Yeah, you definitely did.
Yeah, 12 versus 24.
Yeah, you cut it in half. Okay. So you begin to walk through the hills. I do need you to roll me a d20.
Hold on. I forgot the way that works, a shortcut. 1d20.
A 5.
No.
Let's see. Where is it?
Oh, no.
Nope, you're good. So departed as all of your prisoners that you're escorting get dysentery, and you fail the Oregon Trail.
Oh.
I was like, is that an Oregon Trail reference?
I joke every time. Yeah. So no, you go on to appear outside of Summit Hall. You assume to be. You see a. Do I have a handout for this? I like handouts.
I too like it. You too are a man of culture.
I think I do. Maybe I don't.
Gentlemen in a...
No image. Aw, I really wanted...
They all got cholera from sleeping in shit cells and die on the road.
Huh.
Too many memories. Stop.
Nope. Yeah, so what you're seeing, though, as you approach is, you're seeing a stone. It's like a square outpost. It's very large. Well, moderately large. It's not like a castle or anything. So you see these stone walls branch out in a square around one large tower off into the kind of middle western side of the area. You see a large... what's that word that starts with a P? The gates.
Palisade?
What?
Palisade?
Palisade, is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the big gate, old medieval style gate. You see this in the middle. It's open.
Portcullis?
Portcullis.
Yeah,
Portcullis. That's what I'm
yeah.
looking for. Yeah. So you see this large portcullis and a path that kind of snakes up to this entrance. It is iron bars that you can see through.
Like transparent?
Well, no, that you can see between the iron bars.
So it's bars and not a wall. I got you.
Yes.
Okay. Hello. We are looking for some place to call sanctuary for these people that we have rescued from the hands of vile monks.
Rafe is gonna usher the delegate dude like right up to the bars and be like, "This guy and his people were on their way here. They were ambushed. Some of them are probably dead. The others are imprisoned."
Marcus,
Liz, help.
give me a perception check.
Okay. Ah, good. Good news, everyone. Right? Kinda.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin talking, and everybody else looks around, and you don't really see. Brenda Thar's like, is he all right? They don't see anybody. However, you see somebody just like posted up with their back against the other side of the wall, like you're looking through the gate, and he's supposed to be keeping watch, but instead he's got his back up against the wall, and he's just kind of relaxed, not doing his job. And you begin speaking to him. As you usher Brunanthar up, and you do see a little more description here. This stronghold does stand on a hilltop, and it's in the southern region of the Sumber Hills. It is a stone hall surrounded by a 15-foot wall with the sturdy portcullis gate. You see a stable. You see some stables, a tower, a barracks, and a few storage buildings that are all enclosed within this protective wall. The banner you see flying ahead is what you recognize as the Order of the Gauntlet, which is a cross, torch, and sword. Cross emblem of a crossed torch and sword. Sorry, that makes more sense. Torch and sword. And so what is it you said to him again?
Me or
You.
Yes. Yes, we are looking for a safe place for these delegates that we rescued from evil monks.
Huh. Oh, well, that's a... halt there. Halt! What are you doing here?
We are looking for a safe place for these delegates.
Oh, you just said that. Yes. Halt right there. Wait, right here. And as Raisa kind of beckons Brundathar up, what were you saying, Raisa?
Basically, this guy and his party were headed here. They were ambushed, attacked. Some of them are probably dead, others enslaved. Help, please.
She's looking kind of between the two of you. Yeah. Kind of gets a close look at the dwarf. He looks... Wait here. Let me get somebody. And he runs off. A little bit later, you're going to see a human woman in very elaborate plate mail armor with a large sword at her side and a shield on her back approach you. She seems very happy. She smiles as she looks at Bronathar. My friend, I thought that we would not... I am so glad to see you. You should have been here days ago. News has spread. Open the gates. As they begin to open the gates, news spread of what happened. I feared the worst. It is good to see you again. It's been quite some time, Yushin. And she kind of looks at all you. You have many people with you. This is not the delegation. Who are all these people?
So Paul would approach and he would say, "Hi, I'm Paul."
Hello, Paul. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Yushin Stormbanner.
The pleasure is all mine.
What can we do for you here? It is a pleasant to see you have returned, my friend, to the Summit Hall, but we were expecting
These
a
other
different
people are
party.
in the same monastery as your friend.
Monastery, you say? You found him in a monastery, and he kind of starts shaking his head, and they wouldn't happen to have the golden masks, would they?
They also kept the lich in the tower.
Damn, Raisa.
A lich, you say? Well, this is troubling. And you lived?
Well, he was an old dried up magic dude, so.
He said he was related to some member of the Order of Samilar.
There's no way.
Yes. What was it, Paul? You talked to him more about it when you were talking about that armor of yours. Paul?
At the point, I would bring the breastplate forward, and I would tell her that the lich had significant feelings for this symbol. I would just show the symbol.
Oh, that must have been Renwick. Rumors have flowed over many years that he still lives. It is quite peculiar.
Live is a strong word.
Yes. Well, those who seek power are often cursed with its results. And at this time, she's kind of beckoning you all into the hall as well, and closing the gate up behind you. Yes, it is a very true point. Those who seek this power usually tend to fall prey to its curses.
Yes.
It is peculiar that he takes up residence so close to... Anyway, it is good to see you, Bernathar. And I believe we can... your friends here from the monastery don't look like they have been fed. Let us get them fed. Let us get them proper clothing. I don't know what we have here that can accommodate this many people, but let us at least find where everyone is from, and we will take care of sending them home.
Thank you. Thank you very kindly. What was your name again?
My name is, my name is, Yushin. Let me write this for you.
Thank you.
It's spelled weird.
It's like... Yushin. Yes, Lady Yushin. Thank you very kindly.
So, what can I do for you? Do you...
Well, Yushin, I believe our missions of the same accord the safety of these delegation. We were told that one of the other delegates disappeared with a knight that rode on a winged creature. What was that, Racer? You encountered one of them before.
What did they call themselves? The Stormgale Knights, something? Feathergale Knights, perhaps?
The Feathergale? Why, no, they could not. They fly through the somber hills, but they never bother anybody. Aerial enthusiasts, they call themselves. They what?
They did try to kill us.
Well, that is quite peculiar. These aerial enthusiasts, so they say, have never... Well, as far as we know, but they are quite a ways away from us, so... Suppose this is troubling news?
This is the first-hand account of Bruhinda, the delegate.
They're telling the truth, Ushin. Some of us were snatched up, some of them still in the monastery. I think. I don't know where everyone else is. I see. Well, you have brought me Brunanthar, would you be willing to go out of your way further?
Paul has just been watching her kind of awkwardly, but he nods his head enthusiastically when she says that.
It is my intention to help.
How far?
Well,
Never mind. Go ahead.
I would assume to investigate maybe this aerial person, maybe speak with the Feathered Gale Knights, and see if there's perhaps a miscommunication. There has to be some sort of explanation for this. How they have been here for so long. They come every season.
Perhaps we can have the assistance of some of your knights.
My knights are... Well, as you can see, and you look kind of over her shoulder, they're very ragtag group of kids in very obvious early stages of training. I hate to say, but our order is quite small now. We are recruiting actively, but all of my men are quite... I mean, we're going to have to get all these people home. I don't even have enough people to save... we're going to have to manage. But I just don't have the resources.
Perhaps some weapons or some supplies that you can help us with, then? We're willing to go out of our way, yes, but any help would be appreciated.
Let me see. Let us eat. Let us feast. Are you hungry? You have had long travel, yeah, I'm sure.
I am.
Why not rest here for the evening? You've been traveling. See, it was 2, 3, 4.
Hell yeah.
It's about roughly 8 o'clock at night now, so the sun is pretty well set as it begins to get darker. How about we put you up in our guest quarters? I apologize, there are only 3 rooms, but there should be enough beds to accommodate everyone.
Oh, I don't know. Depends if Amika hires any more servants while she's here.
I don't hire anyone.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
You are talking to a girl, yes.
I am talking to a grown woman.
This is a true statement. Amika walked in when she was beckoned into the town or stronghold. How should I phrase this? How many of the young male guards can she lure in?
She's a man-eater.
While we're eating and stuff, I'd like to ask her what she knew about the Lich.
Yeah, it's okay. So she brings everybody in. They set up this in their feast hall, their banquet hall. It's got 3 very long tables. It appears as if maybe only half of one of these tables, maybe 3/4 of one of these tables gets used regularly. So you see like some knights in training, like wiping off the rest of the tables, kind of cleaning. As everybody gathers in around, torches are being lit along the wall sconces to give light. And you sit down. Some people begin to bring you out drinks and stuff, and slowly over time, food gets brought to you. As she kind of explains that she'll explain to you that there was a war at one time. On the troll, I think it was the Troll War is what it was called, and there were 2 gallant knights, Renwick and his brother. The brother fell in combat. Renwick fell in combat. In order to save his brother, he gave him a potion of magnificent power, which caused him to live on past his brother's life, where he now apparently still lives. So you learn that the Lich did not intentionally crave this power so much as it was kind of cast upon him unwillingly. But that's really all she knows.
I would just kind of on the aside, mentioned that his state of mind seemed good. And if there was any way that night could still be holy. The living one, I mean.
The Lich or the brother?
The Lich. Or not holy, but like if he could still have state of mind, that'd be good.
Well, that's hard to tell. When a mind has lived multiple lifetimes, it's hard to tell. People change over time. I'm sure you've seen people change over time in just a normal lifespan. When you've lived 2, maybe 3, I have no idea. But I will say this, there have been no reports that I've ever heard of any Lich causing destruction or terror in the Somber Hills. So if he's been here, he's been quiet.
That does seem like the case.
Most people are a step away from madness at the best of times anyway.
Oh, is that so, Risa?
Roll initiative.
Right. That's 2 steps worth.
Sorry, I'm looking for something here. And so y'all have a chance to feast and kind of hang out and chill and relax with her, and also sleep.
My little golems would have started walking around as he went through the door. Unless, if anyone looked at him uneasily, they would have come back to me.
I mean, they don't look at them. Yeah, they look at them quite awkwardly, but not necessarily in a threatening way. They definitely are not used to seeing moving little shrubs, little twig people running around their halls, but nobody seems to think that they're innately dangerous or a threat. Are they looking for anything in particular?
Normally they would look for animals or children, that were in danger, and then magic items, and then fruit.
They're not going to find any, they're going to find fruit on the table, so they'll, walk down through the table and pick up some food off some platters as, a couple of the training guards, move to the side, and you see this small little legs just jump up onto the seat, and then jump up onto the table, and and he picks up this pear, and it's holding it over his head, and it's the size of his whole body as he walks it back and brings it to you.
I laugh and I take a bite, and then one of my golems also brings the fruit to the pretty lady we met. Also Austin's character.
See what he did there.
The rest of them hand out, they have one in their hand, one grape as they hold it out to everybody. But they brought the big pear to you.
Is there an area that could be cleared out for Amika to put on a show?
There's room, sure. Yeah.
The dance of her people.
There is room, most certainly, yeah.
Paul is very eager to assist.
Dancing event or recruiting event?
Oh no.
What's the difference?
Asking for, I guess permission would be the best word, from Ushin.
Yeah.
She I guess Mika would approach Ushin and say something along the lines of, in my hometown, it is customary for us to celebrate occasions such as reunions of friends with a bit of a song and dance. Would you mind for if I put on a bit of a performance?
Keep it clean, and by all means, I believe that our men would love this, but we are an order of paladins. Please keep this in mind.
Indeed. I don't plan on getting dirty.
Oh, she didn't. She's just saying, by all means. She was meaning, if you're going to sing and stuff, don't be like, When the pimp's in the crib, no, don't like Snoop Dogg it.
Or he could go the Taylor Swift route.
Starts. She reaches into her bag and starts pulling out some gold chains and random bling. All right, so she would have the boys clear out an area for her to be able to perform. And I have a thing for this.
What, Paul? I'm trying to make sense of that, Paul.
That's my bad. Jesus. Rotten. Where did you get those, Paul? And as you see, like all three little sapperlings are carrying one. It's just like, no, no.
All right, so she will put on a bit of a show, and I would like to expend my enthralling performance on just 4 of the rando guards.
Uh-oh.
No one in particular.
If I can.
They have to roll, right?
Yes.
A wisdom save?
Yeah. DC 15 whiz save.
God.
I suddenly understand where Amika finds these idiots.
Well, one of them passes, 2 of them fail.
4. 4 of them.
Oh, 4. 2 of them pass, 2 of them fail.
Well, the 2 that failed are technically charmed. Until they take a damage, I attack it, or it sees me attack or damage its allies. But more importantly, they are they sing the praises of my performance to all of their friends.
After your performance ends and you like sit back down to begin, like eat and hang out with everybody, you sit in between Barney and what's the Paul? Is it? No, it's not
Phil.
Paul. Phil. Barney and Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
And you see these other 2 people come and they like kind of squeeze their way in between them and sit down next to you, and they begin to talk about how fantastic this was and how it was a morale booster. This is the best thing. We need this more often. They keep us so alone.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
Ushina's
Get a
also
bucket.
get a bucket. Ushin, you see kind of this squire dragging this small chest up beside Ushin as y'all are eating, and it's kind of done eating at this point, and pushes the plates back, and she says, "As for helping you, we don't have much here. We get what we make, what we can scavenge and craft ourselves, or perhaps sometimes trade in the chances we go to Wamford or Belliard. However, Wamford, that's a whole nother story. But here is something." She opens it and she clears out a nice spot on the table and sets down a wand and a shield on the table. The shield has the Order of the Gauntlet emblem on it, and it is a +1 shield. And then
Paul's eyes.
there is a wand as well. And this wand it's got like a brass rod that starts off a little thinner, gets a little thicker towards the top, and it's got barbs along kind of the top of it, and a blue, almost flame-like end to it.
That would be.
Race is obviously intrigued. She'll pick up the wand and look it over.
You got
It does-
got any magic bows?
It does not have an attunement to it, so you recognize this just through your studies of magic over time immediately, that this is a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry, the limited archery we have here is being used. I apologize. Paladins don't much for archery, but
Any scimitars, short swords, anything of the such?
you find a standard short sword.
It's okay.
I suppose we could get... Squire, what is your name? Radford. Hand him your sword. And he looks kind of like, oh, okay. And he pulls out the sword. And he's like, it's not much, but if you need it, you can have it.
Oh, god damn it, don't take the poor kid's sword.
It's a normal sword, isn't it, Gup?
It looks like it's really old. Yeah, it is a normal sword. It looks like it's been trained with heavily.
Handed down through generation of his family from father to son.
No. It's okay.
You have all the equipment you need.
Yes, I possess a short sword I had made personalized for myself in Baldur's Gate. I seek not to pardon with it, but I praise your assistance. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And he nods his head.
God.
Pick up the shield.
It is a +1 shield. It is gold. It's got made of iron with golden outline along the outside of it, and it's got the emblem on the front of it of a torch and a sword crossed. And at the end of the feast, you are all able to hit your long rest buttons and sleep for the night in safety.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Thank God.
As you all kind of dismiss for the evening, she does look at Nysra and say, "Oh, looks like a good night's rest could be good. You look rather injured and tired, my friend."
I know.
She knows.
She may be a little bitter.
Yeah, night rolls on. You get to sleep in comfortable beds. You are not packed into a room with umpteen different strangers in sack clothes smelling of BO and Famunda cheese.
Please tell me they got them something besides the potato sacks they were wearing.
As you kind of gather around in the morning and walk amongst the grounds and stuff, you see some of them in standard clothes. Some of them still wearing the sacks, but most of them look like they're in clothes that either don't fit them or, definitely are not theirs.
My character walks up to me and says, like, see? Here, they can wamper in the free and the wild, and they can have as much fun as they want, and they're safe here.
They're not animals, Marcus.
Where the buffalo roam.
It's like this is the proverbial farm up north, I guess, where they can go and have fun with other people, commoners.
On your way out, on your way around, the first person she sees, what are y'all doing, actually, before, as the night ends?
Nysra wants to get a drink.
Like a drink?
Like ale, alcohol.
I'm afraid we don't have any of that here. Sober mind, strong hearts, make a steady sword.
I happen to disagree, but you do you. And then she's going to head off to bed.
Well, this is the morning.
Oh.
Well, that could have been
I thought this...
interaction at night. And then...
Okay, I heard Gup say the end of the night, so that's why.
Yeah,
The night
as morning rolls around, what is on your agenda?
Is there an option to see what items you have equipped?
In D&D Beyond, it'll tell you by the little box next to it in your inventory.
There was
So,
something in VTT too, like to bring up your character sheet.
I have to import your character sheets from D&D Beyond to here, and I have not done that. If you want to use them in the VTT, then I can do that. I will do that this week if that is what we want to do. I still think D&D's Beyond's character sheets are better, though.
yes, by far.
I would agree with that.
So,
Who's the first person out of their bed and onto the ground?
Marcus is a morning person.
Raisa is not.
Same. Nice.
Yeah.
Not a morning
It's
person.
not one I.
Now, Marcus, you spend the first, kind of hour wandering around without everybody else and getting a lay of the area. And you see that little kid, with his sword, and he's training real hard. And then you see, what was her name? Yushin kind of walk up behind you, put your arm on her shoulder. They work hard, and we have little to offer. They have good hearts here. Hopefully, they will grow up to help people the way you do. You and your friends have done you have no idea what you've done. It's rather unfortunate. His books are not here. They held something very, very important in their pages. But the safety of the others is of utmost importance. And here. And she's going to put a coin purse with 35 gold pieces in it in your hand. It's not much. We don't have use for gold here.
I cannot accept this. Please, keep it for yourself. You do good work here as well. I would be remiss if I did not say that I was also here with a mission in mind. Similar in intention of making sure that the delegates reach a safe destination.
Well,
now, the delegate, he said that the books were sold to these ferrymen, correct?
From what I've talked to him, he said that they were stolen from him and given to somebody as payment for transporting them downriver.
It was stolen from them and then given to somebody.
As payment to take them downriver.
Now,
I'm guessing to the monastery in which you found them.
Well, do we have any more information on who these people are? Maybe there's hopes of retrieving these books.
The only thing he told me was the people in the boats had blue and gold cloaks with some kind of triangular symbol on the back.
Damn it, we should have picked a fight with them.
I wanted to! I was braver when I had friends around.
You're murder hoboing for once, Lily.
Excuse you!
That lag.
I didn't see you trying to pick a fight.
Hi, sir.
That's because we had 20 people with us, but... Alright, well, maybe that is a lead for us to go off of.
Yes, I hope it finds you.
One time I didn't murder hobo.
There are troubles along the river. I must warn you and your friends. Brigands who find their way robbing from the less fortunate. They steal from trade vessels, impose tolls, if you will, to cross their territory. They've become quite a nuisance.
Is there a way that we could use a vessel as bait to draw them out?
Oh, are you... Okay, never mind.
Well, currently this conversation is between Marcus and Yushin, as everybody else was still sleeping. But
I'm just meandering around, probably.
As from DM to player, that is likely a possibility. You're more than willing to try. That is my favorite word. You can certainly try. And
roll for it.
Yeah, there is no try.
Well, not in my games. There is certainly a try. There is
Matthew Mercer's answer to everything too. It's like, can I do this or that? I was like, well, you can try.
There is no do or do not. There is only you can try.
Yeah.
There is only try.
Yeah. But yeah, she tells you that that information about the river and just to be careful. I don't know how far down and up and down the river these bandits have their hold, but I do know that there are seemingly good folk rebuilding the old River God Keep. They have told us and other people that go through there for trade that they are here to help stop the bullying of trade routes. They are here to help put an end to it. They might have information for you. I'm not sure.
Where are they located? Can you point them to me on the map?
Directly east of us and across the street, across the river. It is nigh impossible to miss.
Very well.
And the river is like a street.
Marcus is going to bid her thanks, and he is going to find Raisa as soon as she looks non-grumpy. And when this occurs,
as if she ever
yeah.
does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like maybe in 40 years. No.
So I'm gonna find Raisa when Raisa's gathered her senses. I was like, good news. We get to search out that fellow that pissed you off.
Good news, everyone.
Nice.
The goodness of that is to be.
Well, he has the books that I'm searching for. That might provide us answers, yes. So, I suggest investigating the river. I have been told of this river god keep across the river that is dedicated to stopping the ransacking of people on the rivers. And I was recommended by the female knight that that might be a good place to start. Lady Yushin, I believe her name was. And I have a bad feeling about all of this. But I think it's something we need to pursue.
I suspect your bad feeling is going to be borne out, so why not?
Very well then.
All right. So, what would y'all? How do y'all proceed with your day so far? It is about 7 o'clock in the morning. Is there anything y'all are wanting to do while you are here in the summit?
Probably go back to sleep if it's near.
Well, I guess after your conversation, it would probably be around 8:30.
Okay. Thank you for not letting me incur death.
Amika would have woke up at like 6:30, and would have spent like an hour and a half, so the time up to the point of that conversation finishing, just like getting ready in the morning.
Wait, you said it was 8
She walks
in the
out.
morning?
Yeah, between 8 and 8:30. Yeah.
Nice, are still asleep. They're gonna have to come get her.
So I picture like Amika like meticulously placing every eyebrow hair.
Exactly. Well, see, she would have spent the first 10 minutes ritual summoning her unseat servant, who is another like Vulpine, like a Vulpira from.
Yeah, but
wow,
but invisible.
Yeah, well, like mostly invisible, like 90%, 95% transparency, and is butlering, kind of getting, or I guess maid would be better, getting her all dressed up and ready for the day. Spends the first hour, comes out completely laundered, hair in perfect position. That's how she starts her day. Oh, she also would have written in her diary the night before.
Paul, Raisa?
Raisa's going to come out a bit later than basically everyone, essentially like combing her hair with her fingers. Looking like basically any hour she has to wake up is too early.
She, or is that a plot twist?
I would just kind of walk around, like, holding the scenery, but also I would try to find juice. Breakfast juice.
There is a small continental breakfast on your, as you walk down. It's like some bread loaves, and some of the breads have been baked with dried fruits in them, and a couple pictures of, one of them is of a berry concoction, but it's mostly berry juice that's been made from like every kind of berry they could find around the premises. As in they're in a hill, so they.
Isn't it poisonous?
No, it's not poisonous. They blessed it. They're paladins. They blessed their food and water. It might have once been poisonous, but now it is fine. It once was blind, but now it sees.
Oh my goodness.
Such vitamins.
You know, Race, you should really invest in, and she's gonna kind of like motion towards her servant that's following her. Invest in a maidservant to take care of that for you, as I assume Race is like combing her hair out with her hands.
Basically. Race is gonna be like, I'm not what you would call a people person, even if the people serve me.
Oh, that's fine. She just snaps her fingers and it disappears. It's not a real person.
Ouch.
Race's eyebrows are gonna kind of go up. He's like, now that I could look into.
Do y'all go wake Nysra up as well? Or are y'all leaving her to her sleep?
Tim, you feeling brave?
No, I am not going to wake you from your beauty rest. Somebody else will have that on.
It might be
She
best
looked a
to
bit worse for wear last night. Maybe we should let her rest.
Indeed.
Give me a
will tell you this.
perception check, Nysra.
I will tell you this: if you guys try to kick those guys' ass without her, she will be pissed.
How mad would she be if Brad woke her up?
Yes, perception check of
Brad's
just
possum.
2.
I just need a servant.
Brad's
for sure.
Fabio.
Yes, I see. Oh. Oh la la. Whoa, somebody's playing Cyberpunk 2077? How did they get that?
It released technically midnight on the 10th.
Oh.
In Poland local time. So, like, 3 hours ago.
If you're in like New Zealand, maybe.
He is not in Poland, so I imagine he did some janky stuff.
No, I installed it when this game started.
Oh.
Around an hour before our game started, it became available for to play. It became available. They said the 10th, but what they really meant was 10th local time for the dev company, which meant the 9th for most people. Well, for anyone in the US at least.
Makes sense. But okay, yeah, so, Master, there is a lot of loud cluttering going on, but you're sleeping through it as squires and young knights are running up and down the halls, like banging into stuff, and but you sleep through it for at least about 45 minutes until you can't take it anymore. As somebody violently slams into your door, like...
She's gonna, like, burst over her door, she's like, alright!
They run.
What the fuck?
And then as soon as you say the F word, they're like, oh! And then they run.
Yeah, you better run.
I assume Nitra's just like glaring down at everyone that she sees.
Yeah.
So Usheen insisted
Are
that...
any party members in the hall?
Everybody kind of, I imagine, meandered down to grab some breakfast before they headed out. I'm assuming.
If none of the party members are there, she's gonna try to go back to sleep.
You certainly can. She slams her door back.
I mean, they've been warned.
Yeah?
They've been warned that she's gonna be pissed if they fight those guys without her.
All right, back to sleep she goes, and you get some breakfast. But then you eat, and it's kind of like time for the food to be put up, and you see people kind of start taking it away and cleaning up the tables. And
Has anyone seen Nysra? I figured she'd be down here by now.
Oh, I'm not doing that. You can do that.
My mage hand
One of
picks
your
up.
boy toys. She'll enjoy that.
What are you doing with Mage Hand?
I pick up a pitcher of ice water.
Oh no. And do what
I
with it?
swear to God.
No, I guess I just said it like that.
Everybody got really smart all of a sudden.
The worst part is
know
that the only one who knows.
I'm about to ask for
Why
wisdom
you
checks
just-
over this. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not. Yeah, wisdom check. No.
I got the trick set up.
Amika will send Brad upstairs and, but put on a show, but don't get too close until she's actually awake,
Knife the scapegoat
She might swing out
breathing.
first.
Yeah,
and follows real close.
he'll go up and like knock on the door. Ma'am, Miss Nasra, ma'am. Hello.
Is he outside the room or is he inside
He's
the room?
outside. He's like barely rapping on the door, just like a little.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't hear it.
I just imagine Brad is like Johnny Bravo with a severe head injury.
And he cracks open the door and he's like, "Hey, hi. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't do my job." Oh, excuse me, man. Really loud.
And if I'm within range, I'll also dump ice water on her. But if I
Okay, so
can't,
that's 2 unarmed strikes then.
if
Well,
I can't reach it from breakfast, then I don't.
The mage hand.
The first one is for Fabio over there.
Oh yeah, he was the Fabio one, right? That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll just say we sent Phil. It's fine.
you just
Okay, we can send the dumb one.
just to let you know that unarmed strike is lethal damage.
I don't think it is. Let me look it up because I think they have like 6 health or something.
Yeah, that's eight
Well,
damage.
she's not actually raging.
Oh, okay.
She's not raging, so it's only 6.
So
They have 4 health.
Also, Paul, what is your AC?
So she
Oh, it's
knocks him unconscious.
yeah, so you knock Brad out, and he is unconscious.
Paul, what's your AC?
Oh, Paul didn't do nothing.
Paul
He
didn't do
stayed
it.
at the
It was a mage hand. As you kind of swat at the mage hand,
Alright,
it just
fine.
kind of dissipates, and the pitcher of water falls on the ground.
He was also yelling at her from the door, so she
Yeah.
would have had to get up, go
That's
over to the
accurate,
door,
too.
and then punch him in the face.
I mean, Tim can tell you, I'd probably actually do that in real life if someone did that to me.
But yeah, he was outside the door. He had just cracked it open and kind of yelled inside the room.
Okay, can we change that to her throwing something at him then? So
Yeah.
it's more believable. Yeah,
Yeah, roll
she probably would have thrown something at her.
Yeah, he'd throw it. He's gonna kind of shut the door, and it's because it's barely cracked
I
open.
like the idea that she just got up, went over to the door, and killed Brad.
And he comes back behind the door. "I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not mean to disturb you, but however, I was told to come get you as there may be a bashing."
Brad, you can't talk. You're dead.
Is Paul outside the door with Brad?
Paul used mage hand to do all that. Paul
he
is
would
not
have to be if he was there.
But he would have been
The
within
range is
range.
30 feet.
He would be outside the door, right?
there. Oh yeah, he would have been relatively.
There's a
close.
reason. There's a reason why I'm asking. It's
He'd
not to
have to be
hit
like in the
Paul.
hallway.
Basically, Paul and Brad, when the door's shut, they're gonna hear a bunch of grumbling, like some fucking, like a bunch of angry grumbling. Like it's gonna sound like a warhammer's being picked up. Like they're gonna, and then Nicer's gonna kind of like slam the door open, and she's like, her hair. Normally her hair is in a braid, but today she just threw it in the bun because the braid was too much effort right now.
Rufus, where are we?
So she's gonna glare at Brad and Paul. She's like, "This better be worth it."
I don't think Paul's there.
Paul was 30
He is.
30 foot away because of his mage hand.
Yeah, I'm still at the breakfast area.
Okay, well then she'd glare at Brad and be like, "This better be worth it."
I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not mean to disturb you. But it is my job.
Fucking Bobby. Bullshit, you mean a disturber.
Nah, you 100% believe him. He is humble as all get out. He never would have done anything to upset anyone. He just is doing what he is told.
You're thinking of Phil.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
good.
having
You're good, Nirsa. You're up. Good morning, ma'am. It is such a pleasure to see you this morning.
It's just gonna like narrow her eyes at Marcus, like, why are you so peppy?
I am a morning person. It is the opposite of. Anyway,
I dare you to finish that sentence.
would you like to accompany me to breakfast? They have a continental breakfast, which I didn't know what it was until a moment ago.
No, there's no more breakfast on the table. She slept through breakfast.
Oh, you slept through breakfast. Never mind.
Teases her with bacon and takes it away.
You think it was bacon? Give me a perception check.
Where I come from, we kill people for that.
Give me a perception check. See if it was in fact bacon. Well, but Nasra did not get breakfast. So that would be.
I was seeing if I could smell bacon.
You do not smell bacon. Nasra, you think it's bacon, but Marcus, you realize that it's actually mostly plant-based. Maybe a little bit of meat.
They had vegan bacon. They call it Beyond Bacon. It's very, very weird.
That explains why the saplings were shaking in Paul's armor this morning. So.
I was gonna say that's not real bacon.
They also
But that
offered
was
something
even better.
called a black bean burger, and I tasted it, and it was not a burger. I was quite insulted. It's a real life reference.
Leave the black bean burgers alone.
Don't get me started on the turkey ones. Anyway.
Those were good.
No, they
So
weren't.
as Eugene kind of comes up to y'all and is like, hey, you know, she had a conversation with you earlier, and she just kind of reiterates that somebody needs to check on these delegates. And I know you tried to turn this down before, but somebody here, we have no use for gold here. She plops down that cold purse with 35 gold in it. Somebody take it.
Oh, damn it.
Nice to volunteers.
You have earned this, and somebody needs to check. Whether it be down the river or checking with the Feathergales, we've got to find these delegates. Something is going on in the Somber Hills, and I'm afraid of what the future holds.
The Sumba Hill.
Nice will definitely claim that money.
Somber
Isn't
Hills,
that where
that's where you
you're
are.
from? Oh. No,
What
that's
now?
not the Sumber Hills. Something with the Sumber Hills. About where Race's from.
Raisa would definitely claim the gold.
Yeah,
That was the order of
Oh man.
The Crimson
Damn it.
from people.
This whole
Raisa, can we
thing
split it?
here is this. Oh shoot! This whole thing is the Somber Hills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought that was Boxcar Canyon.
And if you scroll out far enough, that's the Somber Hills with a hat. Sorry.
Oh yes.
Raisa will offer to split the gold with Paul, Amika, and Nysra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except-
I turned it down before, so.
She was literally just about to nudge Reza to see if she wanted to split it.
I will not profit on doing what is considered right.
Also, I don't think Paul is with us right now. Considering the fact that said he wanders the camp after breakfast.
Yeah, y'all are still all in the room though. This has breakfast has been gone, but y'all are kind of dispersing as this is happening because she addressed the whole party.
Okay.
Amika is going to nudge Risa and be like, "Is that a lot?"
Not really.
More than I got now.
That's about 8 gold and 75 silver for each of us.
8 gold, 75 silver? Okay.
Big money.
8 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
Yeah.
Right, because isn't it magnitude 10, not 100?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 75 silver apiece. That would be a whole lot.
Aw. So, can we have that now or no?
Yeah, y'all get the money.
Unless Marcus wants to protest.
No,
So,
I
what
don't.
is
I don't want the money from it. No.
what is your course of action from Summit Hall?
I guess we want to follow up on Feathergale first, since it's a human life in the essence, and then maybe go and look after the book. Right, guys?
Sure.
That would make the most sense.
Sounds reasonable.
As long as Nicer can kick some ass, she's gonna be happy.
Do you remember where your Harper friend Jahar told you that your rumor was at?
No, he didn't tell me. Well, no, wait, he did tell me. I didn't remember. Sorry.
Yeah, he did tell you. That was part of your tie-in hook. That was Wamford, by the way.
That was Wamford. Well,
Yes.
oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we will head there later, after we probably head to Feathergale Spire to investigate the Lost Delegate.
So, Feathergale Spire, yes, you go towards it. You head directly east. As you know, it lies kind of in the valley along the southern parts of Sumber Hills. However, you've not traveled this way yet. You are going to come up to the river again. And
Damn river.
it is 12 miles away where you are going to cross, and you are going to see one very long, narrow rope bridge.
It's the same one we saw before, right?
This is not the same bridge. No, you crossed a bridge up here,
Okay.
and you came over here, and you walked down to Summit Hall. From Summit Hall, you are traveling directly east.
Okay. Wow, 36 miles. Okay, cool. I am going to
32 miles, yeah.
I'm going to investigate the bridge to make sure there are no traps set or that there's no
16.
bandit gig set up, if you get my drift.
Let's see, 9, 10, I'm just counting
Go
time,
for
sorry.
trolls, too.
Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock right about now. And give me an investigation check. Anybody that wants to sit here and look at this rickety, long rope bridge. And I mean long. I mean, it's 1/8 of a mile long.
Amika might be a bit better at this than I am.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's a nice bridge. Amika, you see that the bridge looks very old, but you don't see any signs of any bandits yet. Actually, roll me a d20, and we'll answer that question with a d20. Since you win the investigation check, you roll the d20. You don't see any bandits in the area.
Well, we do see trolls.
Or do I see 15 bandits in the area?
15 invisible bandits.
Duergar?
No.
No, these are hill giants
No
with
more
invisibility.
Durgar, please.
How terrifying would that be to be on like a really thin rope bridge and there's 15 hill giants with invisibility on it?
Oh my god.
I mean, invisibility doesn't make them any lighter.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, when I get up to the rope bridge, do I see it sagging very distinctly and creaking?
Woof. Yeah.
They just throw boulders at us.
Let's burn that bridge when we get to it. Oh, goodness. So how do you proceed onto this bridge?
Very carefully.
Marcus first.
I'll go first.
Exactly.
I'm glad you were.
That's how we proceed onto this bridge.
It's okay, ladies. Me and Paul will guide your way across the bridge. Paul, you first?
Heck no. After you, then it's Horsey. And I'm back in the back.
Very well. I will take the lead.
I like that Marcus has this totally out of character Majin Buu opening his eyes moment of no.
I just pictured that accurately. So yeah, I'm gonna go across.
Okay.
No sense in stealthing across a bridge.
Give me a dex check. An acrobatics saving throw.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, you can use acrobatics for it, yeah. Okay. You managed to step nicely across the bridge in all the strong places as you make your way down the bridge. And who is going next?
Nice roll. Go next.
Roll me an acrobatics or athletics, either one.
Probably athletics.
Okay, you managed
Definitely
you managed to make your way across the bridge unscathed. Next.
While they're crossing, Mika's gonna sit down and summon up her unseen servant, ritual casting,
Okay.
as they're
Great.
proceeding on across.
Solidly at the back.
I think everybody's trying to be at the back. Somebody's got to go. Horsey.
Are we gonna-
Do what? Go ahead.
Are we going to sacrifice the unseen servant, or do I need to send Horsey?
I mean, it's gonna be. It's an eighth of a mile, and we're going one at a time as they finish across the bridge.
Well,
Or
no, you're going like just in small increments. You know, somebody's going a little far ahead, and then the next one's starting. And
yeah, like a minute or maybe two between each person, not like the full cross. 'Cause it's an eighth of a mile, so it's gonna take like 5 minutes to cross. Well, not 5 minutes, like 3-4 minutes to cross.
no, Nathan, it takes about four-ish minutes to cross.
So we'll probably end up starting around the time they get near-ish the halfway point. Is that what's going on, or is it like?
Yeah, halfway. That's what I was
Okay.
picturing in my head.
Alright, so she's probably only like what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe halfway through casting Unseen Servant. Fine to wait though.
So it's between Race and Paul.
Go ahead, Paul. It looks plenty sturdy for you.
Okay, so I climb up and I mount Horsey,
Okay.
and then we proceed across the bridge.
You proceed with
I
your
guess.
celestial horse, very light on its feet. It knows movement. It knows how to move very well. It is going to cross this bridge without a check, and you are perfectly fine to cross.
Woo! I guess I'm not sure how long we're waiting, but one thought could be I could send him back to pick up one of the girls.
You can. You can choose to do that, most certainly.
Alright, well,
Seeing
whatever.
everyone else cross behind, Race is going to kind of huff and start across.
Raisa, your Uber has arrived.
Are you wanting to take the horse as it approaches down the bridge, or are you just walking and saying "fuck it"?
Nah, she'll take the horse since it's offered.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Oh, this is-
Well, Horsey knows that she's a
Yes.
close friend, though.
wow.
With the 3,
Wow.
so you
Oh
begin,
no!
If the now one, you begin to hop up on the horse, and you kind of pull its hair, its mane, just by instinct as you start to fall, and you grab it, and it kind of shakes and throws you down to the ground. Roll me a D100.
Horses were hurt in the making of this stream.
But you don't fall off the bridge. You get back up, and you manage to like grab your bearings and get onto the horse this time. And you make it across the bridge.
Yay.
With nothing hurt but maybe a little bit of dignity. As Amika definitely saw it happen. And Amika, it is your turn.
So I imagine she eventually finishes, or not too short after that, finishes her unseen servant, correct?
Correct, yes.
She is going to make her way across the bridge.
Actually, sorry, hold that thought for 1 second. Hang on.
Okay.
Lame!
What? He's
rave.
engaging in a... Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is he did a rave start?
What just happened?
I assume he's raiding.
If the music starts, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
The only thing that comes to mind is that he summoned the Illagers and started a raid.
I mean, at first I figured Nurse Wiggles summoned him or something, or his daughter.
If we hear
Or both.
a horn in the background, we know
Oh
it's the
God!
Illagers.
She finally found out about Cactus Gay, and now he's receiving his punishment.
Poor kid.
Michael, I'll have you know, Cactus Gay is a wonderful friend of mine, and how dare you?
What do you have to be thinking when you decide to name your child that?
Okay, now there's some people that need to prepare their kids for being bullied after what they name them. Jesus.
So you guys have all seen.
You genuinely should not name your child.
You guys have all seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
assume the only thing that would make sense on why you would name your kid that is if they were
Cactus juice.
yeah. They had just found a cactus in the desert. It just so happens
It's the
quinchiest.
So, I don't know.
Giant mushroom friend.
I would probably be like, I don't know. They call me Cactus because if you touch me, you're gonna get hurt. You know, something cool and intimidating like that, and then you try to hide your middle name.
Finding someone to punch you in the face, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how you get punched in the face.
It's sort of like I get that like Mildred and Agatha and Ernestine are proud like grandma names, and they were fine in like the 20s. And you can shorten some of them, but your child still has to go to school with that name.
I
Yeah.
will admit, when I was a kid, I did use the line. He's like, "You know why you came to me, lady?" And she goes, "Why?" It's like, "Because my name's Tim Allen. You needed more power."
And this is why he didn't have friends.
Wow. Well,
It's okay, I didn't even have an excuse.
Let's see.
I thought I was fine with the name Cody. Like it was cool. I didn't know that many Codys until I got into college. And like my second semester, my writing class had 4 Codys and 3 Corys out of like 20 people.
Wow.
wow.
Sounds about right.
I'll find out later that my mother literally named me off
I went
after
to a
kindergarten
small-
favorite Western soap opera.
I went to a relatively small high school, and everyone basically ended up in the same class as each other, so it was only a matter of time before I ended up in the same class as another Lily. It was to the point where they had to call her Lillian because that was her full name. So it was bad.
I mean,
And
better
now
than
one of my
being
manager's
called-
name is Lily.
Yeah, better than being called Lilith, right?
So much Red Bull, so much dogs.
Cody 1 and Cody A.
Well, I was gonna say Jake can vouch for me on this. Our drama class, sophomore year of high school, there was another Cody in the class. The teacher started off calling us Cody 1 and Cody 2. By 2 weeks in, we were just 1 and 2.
So we need a random encounter. Let's go, guys.
What is Amika doing?
She's having the unseen servant lead the way and find all the safe boards to step on for her.
Give me a dexterity or acrobatics or athletics check to cross the bridge.
A wild bullshit years.
We'll go with advantage because of them.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
2 10s. It doesn't matter.
It's still the DC is 10 on the dot, so you make it through across the bridge. As you cross over the bridge and into the valley, I need a D20 roll from. Let's get it from Raisa.
No. You just picked me because I have bad rolls.
Bad rolls.
He was tired of us not having encounters, so
Yeah.
picked a sure bet.
Right?
The D20, yeah.
Give it to Raisa. You want to have encounters? Give it to Raisa.
You say that like it's a bad thing. That's a good thing. So you managed to walk the rest of the way to the spire.
Pick the one who can't get a good roll to literally save their life.
That on a random encounter table is the 3 is good. So you cross into a familiar valley. You see peeking over the hillside. You see the top of a long, tall spire, the one that you have previously eaten and rested in, obtained a really nice bedroll from. The drawbridge on this tower is lifted, and you don't currently see anything flying around the vicinity.
Place looks a little bit empty.
Yes, how do we get in, though? The drawbridge. It is not accessible.
How far is the chasm?
The chasm, you can walk probably another 30 minutes to get there.
I mean, oh yeah, we're still 30 minutes away. Okay.
Well, I mean, you walk towards it, but if you had something you wanted to do beforehand, before you approached it, you can. Otherwise, I assume you approach it. And what do you mean by how far away is the chasm?
How wide is the chasm?
Oh, the chasm's super wide. Like, it's, you're basically looking at the Grand Canyon with a large spire stuck in the middle of it. So it's 300 foot down. So it's going to be roughly 600-ish, 700-ish foot wide. No, shit.
That's the length of the drawbridge?
Oh, the drawbridge. No, I thought you meant that from chasm in to chasm in. So
no.
The thing stands in front of... Let me actually pull up this map here.
I assume if there's a drawbridge, there's some sort of drop in front of it. I'm curious to know how far it is from the side we can stand on to where the drawbridge would be pulled up at.
Yeah, how much space does the drawbridge fill?
So this is the valley. This is the Sighing Valley that you are in. And you are over here. So that's much longer than 600 foot. And then here is Sighing Valley. You are standing over here by the drawbridge. The drawbridge is open. Alright, it's down. Is up. It's not open. And then we will activate this map. Some of these things are not like the other. I've changed maps. Did you not get the change map?
It finished loading, but it's still all white for me. Oh,
there it goes. Okay, I need to put...
There we go.
New tokens. Let's see. Where's Amika?
Says the token
and where
to scale, or is this map to scale?
It is, yes.
So it's about 20 to 30 feet from, or 20 to 25 feet from
25 foot. Yep.
Gate to where we're standing, or where we could be standing if we wanted to move forward.
Oh, and I need to do some changes to this map because I have not adjusted this map. Because some of these people. But yeah, so how do you approach this map?
I'm walk up here and cast Mage Hand, and then knock on the drawbridge.
What is your AC?
14.
It's an interesting response.
Let me see. 14. Okay. See how this is. Private GM roll. Okay. Not what I'm wanting. Where's what I'm wanting? One of these is not like the other. Okay. We're gonna do this. Damn. Okay. So, you see, flying out of the window, an arrow. You see it as it impales in your chest with a natural 20.
Oh!
And that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage as an arrow just lands directly into your chest.
Vatican cameo.
She's gonna cry out, and then she's gonna run and hide behind nice run.
Upon that, I'm gonna return an arrow
Oh
to wherever that came from.
You
Is everyone
see,
just hiding behind Nicer right now?
you see a few arrow slits in the one of the middle two layers of the thing. If you want to try to make a shot through one of them, roll me an attack.
Yep, sharpshooter. So, let's see. So I should be able to hit it without any disadvantage. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it without any additional.
Sharpshooter won't prevent disadvantage.
No, it'll just ignore cover is all.
Yeah.
So you shoot and it just deflects off of kind of one of the arrow slits. You're trying to shoot through a tiny little arrow slit and it just ricochets off.
And one more, since I get multiple attacks now. 21.
21. Let's see. I need 2.
That'll be without force damage, by the way.
Right.
It'll just be.
What's roll damage? What is damage? 17.
It's just 11. No, it's 11 points. I didn't do Planar Warrior.
Okay, so 11. You see, you feel your arrow go directly through the arrow slit, and it is quickly returned back to you as you are, let's see. .24 to hit. As the arrow comes flying into you for 5 more points of damage. As it slices into your arm, you look and it's the same fletching of your own arrow.
We have monks in here.
Perhaps we should get out of range.
I've got a better idea. How about you blow up that drawbridge? Or the chain's holding it up, so it'll fall down.
Like, the chains are on the inside of it, aren't they?
No, the chain is up top and onto the bridge. So, like, you can physically see the chain. Yes. The chain goes up towards, like, almost towards the top of the spire.
You also could burn the bottom side of where the bridge connects to the chain.
Yeah, I mean, I could burn the wood of the bridge itself, depending on how it's, like, banded or whatever. But...
I mean, if Nysa throws it hard enough, she could technically throw her hand axe and try to
like,
get
one
the
of the
chains
main
to break.
defensive features of a drawbridge is that the chains are usually on the inside, so they're protected.
I have a picture of this here.
Power of fire.
I mean, I'm willing to try setting the drawbridge on fire and make a hole, but that's just a bigger area for them to shoot at.
let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We
no,
lost
that's
Lisa.
the battle map.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
I have all these. I guess I can just look at it here. Yeah, so, yeah, as tall as this chain is, you are going to see a small bit of the chain. You're going to see gears underneath the drawbridge that gears that crank as the drawbridge is lowered and raised, and you're going to see the top mechanism of the chain. And I need for...
It's gonna be hard to siege a castle that has flying mounts.
Yeah. So the drawbridge is like 25 feet-ish long, 25, 30 feet long.
As you're kind of standing there sizing it up, you're going to see an arrow fly towards you, Nysra, but it's going to land short at your feet as it sticks into the ground.
Hey.
Again, perhaps we should move back.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Find some kind of cover.
There are hills to either side of you. You can probably tuck back away over here to be relatively close to cover.
Even if we had ranged attacks, we would starve before the siege was successful.
We
They
did
do
lose
have a
Lucius.
very defensible position.
But also, we could talk about this out of range or out of sight.
You
What
can.
time-
You can also talk about it next week, because that is the end of the session. And that's where we will pick up next week.
Everyone's dead!
Oh.
That is the end of session. So we will pick up here next week as you begin the session pelted by arrows.
Fun.
Yes, yes. I wonder what happened to Austin. He's not in chat in VTT either. I know what it is. Cyberpunk finished downloading, so he just was like, "Oh, it's F4 all this. F these guys." I imagine something happened with his internet because I see him on mobile now.
Yeah. Hey guys, my internet died, so I gotta go play. I gotta talk to you guys later.
I gotta play Cyberpunk mobile. Yeah, we will end here. So this will be a fun place to pick up next week, and we'll go from there. I think it's funny. Look at the picture on the watch together.
Where's that? Oh yeah, that's funny.
As an archer is throwing back a bow. All right.
Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I am extremely tired.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too.
Well,
Farewell.
Everybody.
Bye. All right. I do wonder what happened to Austin.
are you still streaming? Or
I
did you
do.
stream
I
already?
need to turn my stream off. So thank you everybody for watching. Love you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for kind of hanging out with us and enjoying in our fun time. So if you enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe or follow, and come back Saturday for more of the Vindicators. So thank you very much. Bye.